Not a mark on him, not a hair left behind. He's better behaved than all humankind. He'll clean up his paw prints for some bacon rind. Before you know it, he's gone. He's so streamlined. Murphy! He's a magical teleporting dog. It's Murphy! He's a cute and curly golden demigod. Traveling the universe through space and time. How do you do it? You're key to this crime. Are you here? Are you there? Are you anywhere or everywhere? Murphy! He's a magical teleporting dog. It's Murphy! He's a cute and curly golden demigod. You're such a good dog. You're such a good dog. One evening on the live stream, as the comments drifted by, Lee spotted Mark and Betty's avatar, and it really caught his eye. He pointed at the little face, and his smile grew nice and big. He said, "Now look at that. There's a cute little pig." Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig. Poorly couldn't tell because the picture's not big. That Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig. So now we all know, and we'll sing it nice and big. Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig. Betty's human laughed and said, "No, Lee, she's a dog, can't you see?" Well, that's all it took for us to laugh gleefully. Poor Betty was traumatized, or so the story goes. Now every time her picture pops, the whole chat always knows. Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig. Poorly couldn't tell because the picture's not big. That Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig. So now we all know, and we'll sing it nice and big. Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig. Is not a pig. Poorly couldn't tell because the picture's not big. That Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig. So now we all know, and we'll sing it nice and big. Hey! Betty, sweet Betty, is not a pig.
All right, welcome everybody to Crimes After Dark, and happy birthday to the United States of America and to the United Kingdom. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to make it personal. Thank you for coming to the Crimes After Dark show. And I know a lot of you out there in America, at least, are going to be probably celebrating the 4th of July tonight. And because it's a big one, it's the 250. There's going to be probably extra fireworks. So I don't hold it against you if you cut out early or whatever as it gets to be dark in your area. For some of you over in the UK, it's a completely different time zone, or Australia, or all the other places around the world that people watch us. So thank you for joining us. It's going to be a pretty low key night, I think, because, look, it's a lot of people are doing other things, but I'm going to bring Robin on in a minute. And we're going to talk about where we've left off for the week. Maybe we'll pick up where we left off, let you guys tell us how to shape the show tonight, what you want to hear about, what you want to talk about. We stopped in the middle of a lot of stuff recently. Also, Xander Kernodle's birthday, I believe, is tomorrow, or would be tomorrow if she were still alive. And so Robin was putting together, in fact, Robin's kind of late get backstage because I think she was trying to put together a little tribute of sorts. So hopefully we have something about that to show. I haven't even seen it. She was working on it to the last minute. So let's bring Robin up on stage. Robin, how you doing? Oh, you're muted. Don't forget you're muted.
Well, let's try it again. Hello, one and all.
Now you're good. Now you're good.
Hey, we're starting off good. Happy
Good to see you.
4th of July to everyone out there. I hope you all stuffed your faces and, waved some sparklers around and whatnot, but glad to be here with you all. So
yeah, and thank you for working on you had a little tribute that you were putting together for Zana, and
I do. It's in Teams for you.
Yeah, I've got it. Let me get it loaded up. Yeah, because I didn't even see what you've done. I saw, you literally just put it up, and I was like, better get that downloaded.
One was helping me, so it was a tag team between him and also Amanda. So the three of us, we all worked together to get this done because we wanted to do something a little special. Of course, we try to do something for each of their birthdays. So this was what we were able to get together for Zana. So,
and before we play it, I want to say that we're trying. I've been trying to push us to put all of the birth dates of the victims in any of the cases we follow. So we've got Kevin Mullins from the Letcher County case that was shot and killed in the courthouse in Letcher County, Kentucky. We've got the Abby and Libby from the Delphi murders that are on the calendar as well. Any case that we're following pretty regularly, we want to have those birthdays in there to just kind of remember them as people, victims that were that were cut short in life. I know a lot of people feel true crimers are disrespectful to the families and to the victims. We don't see it that way, but I see why you guys see it that way. If you're those kind of people, I see why you see it that way. But we like to take at least a minute to recognize the victims as well, because it's easy to forget sometimes when you're getting to the weeds and you're questioning every little bit of a case that these were human beings and it was tragic that they lost their life, and it's not just a story. And we acknowledge that. And I would say the best thing I can say for the families, for people who think that we're doing a disservice to the families, is if I was a family member of a victim, I wouldn't watch YouTube true crime channels that talk about it. I would just figure that I can just avoid watching that. That's what I would want them to do. So, rather than say what a terrible person I am for talking about their relative, maybe they could just not go to YouTube and watch true crime shows about their children if they don't want to hear it. We're not trying to shame anyone. We are trying to find out what actually happened. That's all we're trying to do, is find out what actually happened. And we oftentimes, of the cases that we're interested in, is the ones we don't think it happened the way that they said it did. So again, if that bothers you or your consciousness, or if you're in the family, you shouldn't be watching shows that question the thing if you're satisfied that you know exactly what happened. Anyways, so shall we play it now? So we should give it a shot. Let's see if we can put it on stage.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's not it. That's Betty. What?
This one's for your smile, for the way you make the whole room shine. Turn it up. Let the good memories run tonight. We're dancing in the sunlight. Hey, she had that sparkle, couldn't hide it. Laughing loud, always lighting up the place. A little sunshine, wild and kind-hearted, the kind of soul you never could replace. She brought the fun when the day felt heavy, had a way of making ordinary glow. A friend like that becomes a forever song, the kind the heart already knows. So we won't only cry, we'll raise her name high with every laugh You were joy, you were fire, you were Friday night, a beautiful heart with a golden soul. Santa, we feel you in the good times, in every bright star, every summer breeze. We'll celebrate the life you gave the world with happy hearts and dancing feet. Let's remember the laughter, let's remember the glow, the little things she loved and the people she held close. Not just the sorrow, not just goodbye, but the way she made life brighter every time she walked by. Santa, we're dancing in the sunlight, spinning around while the whole world sings. You were love, you were laughter, you were pure life, the kind of joy that forever rings. Santa, we feel you.
Wow. Let's take a moment. Just I need a moment. Let's take a moment of silence. Great job. Great job, guys. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was
you.
awesome. Wow. That was like you guys pulled all that together today. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, when you got a great team like ours, it's
Yeah.
pretty much sky's the limit. But
Very cool.
One wrote the song, Amanda pulled all the footage for us, and I threw it, put it all together. So
Wow.
just super honored that we were able to do that for her. And my goodness, I don't know what it is, but I feel like she's a girl in my heart, like that. She just, her personality is just super sparkle. They all of them did. But I
Yeah.
mean, and she's a bright, shining July star, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to even get into the show after that. It's just it's watching people how they were. It's very emotional. It's hard for me as well. So for those of us who think that we're just pieces of shit and have no feelings, this is not true.
Oh
And
my
thank you,
goodness.
Leela, for the
Thank you
gift.
very
Thank you.
much,
Appreciate that.
Leels. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, so great stuff. Thank you, team. Thank you, one. I think one did a lot of work on that as well, and you did a lot of
Yeah,
work.
he
and
wrote the song.
last minute,
Yeah.
and yeah, right, wrote the song. That's amazing, amazing.
Yeah,
shit.
he
What
did a
great
fan
team.
that song
And
1-1. I'll
Amanda,
tell you
yeah.
what, man, that's just perfect. As soon as it was like 2 bars in, I was like, yep, that's it.
That's the one. That's it. Yeah. And I've been working a lot today with my, well, not a lot, but I worked over at the shop with my wife, putting her show together. So I didn't even have a chance to see what you guys are doing. I literally checked my messages and went, crap, I've got so much to catch up on. And the show is coming up and got to take a shower. And I just rushed in here myself and really didn't know what you guys had done. So very good stuff. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Does anybody want to, do we have any comments anybody wants to make about that video or about America's birthday? Mama D says, happy heavenly birthday, Zana. You are a beautiful young lady in every way, and your beauty lives on the brightest star in the sky every night. Thank you. That's very beautiful. Yeah, it's a tragedy what happened for sure. Thank you all for putting this together. Yeah. So you're gonna make me upset. You gotta make me upset when people. I'm an empathetic person. When other people get tearful, I get tearful. So stop it. Knock it off.
Yeah, knock it off, people. Knock it
off. None of that shit.
Oh, but no, we had to do something. We, like you said, we tried to do something special for each of them. So
yeah.
But
good stuff. So, where are we at? So we're, again, I'm not going to lie and spend a lot of time on the whole 250 America thing. I'm not massively patriotic. So I'm not unpatriotic, but I'm not massively patriotic. So I don't want to do a big tribute and all that stuff and say stuff that'll come off being not really what I am. I'm just not big into it. But I also acknowledge that for a lot of you, this is a major thing. It's a big family time. A lot of you are out there with your own families. Speaking of victims, the victims are missing not having their families on the 4th of July, and that's a sad thing as well. So, okay, enough of this doom and gloom bullshit. We need to move into a more positive space. So,
well,
what do we got? Yeah, go ahead.
I am happy to be here with all you lovely people. And we do have to remember them, but we also have to remember, yes, this is the birthday of our nation. However, we all know things are not perfect, but if we all keep working together and our fantastic community here knows how to do that, you are all amazing. And if you guys are our tribe, and we're ready to move forward and make this a better place for everybody. So we can't stop fighting. We got to keep going forward, guys.
Yeah, yep, for sure. I think, again, not to beat the dead horse, but the people who died, we need to make sure that they get justice, and making sure that what happened to them in their lives and why it happened is told properly, and that
Right.
we understand it, and not just take the easy answer. And that's the thing. Just not take the easy answer, but
Yep, that's right.
people got to knock off the whole tears thing. It makes me emotional.
Well, let's remember last night. That'll make everyone laugh. You were
Oh my God.
toasted.
Rhonda's not allowed to make me Long Island iced tea. I'll tell you that much. She's like, well, maybe next time if I make you one, we got to make it with like half the alcohol. There's like 6 alcohols in Long Island iced tea. Rhonda said when she used to go to bars, which is a long time ago for us, but when she used to go to bars, you had a limit of 2 Long Island iced teas because they were that strong. They're just got like, here, let's pour every drink in the bar into 1 cup and then hand it to them and say, doesn't it taste good?
With some tea.
Yeah, you get 2 of those and that's it. There's not even any tea in Long Island iced tea. It's just like a splash of Coke or something. I don't know. It's weird. I don't even know where it got. I don't know where it got its name.
Hey.
Long Island, by the way, is that a New York thing? It's got to be a New York.
It must be.
New Yorkers know how to drink. Apparently.
Yeah,
so.
But it was a good time last night. That's for sure. And I'm glad you played Betty's song again.
Yeah. I wanted to I knew it was going to be a little emotional with the tributes and stuff like that. So I thought, well, let's lighten the mood a little to start, because I was already feeling like, oh, this is going to be dark. So I don't know. We're all over the place.
One says yes, it is apparently a Long Island drink.
A Long Island drink comes from Long Island.
Obviously, kind of in the name,
And I don't know. There's got to be a story behind it, but it's whoever they are, bless their soul. They know how to make a drink.
Yep.
So. Yeah, Mama D, you're right. Zana was a very bright light, it seemed like, and she would want people to be positive. So there you go. So speaking of that, we've been trying a lot of new things on this show recently. Thank you, Brandy J. Thank you so much for the donation as well, and I appreciate that very much. Is Foxy in here, by the way? Is Foxy Rose in here?
I didn't see her yet, but I'm not sure because I came in a little late, so I'm not sure.
UK Claire says, oh my God, the Betty song I watched on replay had me in absolute stitches. I know. See, the Betty song is awesome. Betty is not a pig. And I should know. Yeah.
Betty is not a pig will become an animated feature, but
we need to add some of those songs to our playlist, right? We have a
yes,
we
playlist, definitely. So. We should. I feel like we need to do like a mug sing along with that one.
Oh yeah. You know what? What's the St. Patty's Day? If that song is not out on St. Patty's Day, we've got problems. We got to have that out.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So look, we tried some new things this week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I tried a new thing called Live Dives with Devil's Advocates, where we take a case, something new to me, and I look at it live with the audience and I explore it with you. And we did it with Missy Beaver's case. And we did it with, what was the other case we did before the Missy Beavers one? We did, the Ohio dentist murders, Spencer and Monique Tepe. And so those went pretty well. I noticed that a lot of people are interested in those cases, whether we continue to explore them on the channel on a regular, along with our panel. But now that so my idea, Robin, by the way, I didn't talk it out with you. My idea is that once I've explored with a live dive, like the Ohio murders or the Missy Beavers, then that's open for discussion now for Crimes After Dark. So if we want to continue to pull stuff up on Crimes After Dark, if it landed with people and they want to see it, we might do deeper dives and talk about it as a group, or I might do long form videos. Anyways, the idea is just a teaser to see, did people like it? Are they interested in the story? Did we like it? Did it fit our so anyways, I don't know where you feel about those two stories, but they seem like they have potential. A lot of people are interested in both of those stories.
The Missy Beavers one, to me, is really, really fascinating, because I want to know, is it a man or woman in that video?
A lot of people. I noticed a lot. And it was funny. I didn't know. I didn't know, Robin, that a lot of people thought it was a woman. I saw it, and the first thing I thought was, that looks like a woman. And I thought I was out there on my own. And then I saw that's like a common belief. A lot of people think that was a woman.
Yeah, and well, I remember that when S first showed it to me, because of course she's the true crime queen. I'm telling you, people. But anyway, she showed that to me, and she's like, "Do you think that's a man or a woman?" Back when she first started looking at the, I was like, "That's a woman," because
Right?
there's different hip action between.
Yeah.
Now, come on, Da, get your mind.
I know. I
No,
know.
I'm teasing.
No, you
But,
don't have to
no,
tease.
there
Somebody goes around.
there is women and men. Most women and men have a different type of gait. There and when you're, even though the person has a limp, whoever this is, it just reads female to me.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, no, and I saw it too. In fact, I thought I was nuts when I said it almost kind of looked like a pregnant. You know how sometimes a pregnant female will kind of lean back and they kind of have that, to counterbalance their weight. There was a moment where I saw her kind of leaning back to counter, and I was like, "What the?" Like I said to her, "I don't know if it's a male or female." No, officially, nobody knows if it was male or female. Although I think there's a good reason to believe it was a female. But so we also left off one of the other things that we've been doing on the show a lot, Robin, is we've been doing live videos. The Barstow Mason Barstow. Yeah, we did that for like 3 nights in a row. And I'm not usually that kind of guy, but we had a lot of fun with that.
We did. Yeah, we did.
We also started to play. I dug out, when I was organizing my hard drive, we dug out some drive time footage, daytime footage, with Rhonda and I walking around the Moscow residence, the Moscow, Idaho residence. And I got footage, and we got like 5 minutes into a 15-minute video on that. We could resume that. We're 15 minutes into the Steve and Christy Gonzalez video when they did the interview with Murder Unscripted, I think is the name of the show.
Yeah.
So it's up to you guys. I don't know if you guys want to give us a hint on what you want to do. You want to just talk questions and answers in the case. You want me to continue to play the Moscow, Idaho footage where Rhonda and I were walking around the neighborhood, and I can walk you through and talk you through things about it that maybe I didn't say before, or we can continue the the Steve Gonzalez, Christy Gonzalez interview as well. Anybody have some quotes or thoughts?
So let's put a 1 in the chat if you want to just do questions and answers. Put a 2 in the chat if you want to continue the footage from Lee and Rhonda's trip to Moscow, or put a 3 in the chat if you want to continue the Steve and Christy
that's interview. A good way to do it.
So up.
One says continue the video from last night. Last night's video was the walk around 2. That's the walk around. 2 is the walk around as well. So we're getting quite a few walk around videos.
Yep, 3,
2, 2. Yeah.
Look, one wants to do it all.
For God's sake, don't do Steve and Christy anymore. 2. Okay, so we're mostly leaning towards 2, which is if everybody understood your question right, it would be the walk around of the King Road residence that Rhonda and I did.
I think that's the better bet, because actually there's still a lot of people who haven't seen it or would like to see it again.
Yeah,
because you guys did such a thorough job.
Let us cue this puppy up. All right, so this is it. Right now we're gonna go with this. So this is, and again, I'm not gonna replay it. I guess we're not gonna replay it, but we already have covered a little bit of this footage. We're about 4 minutes and 38 seconds, and where we're looking at, by the way, should be the tree line behind the 1122 King Road residence, which would be right down in there somewhere. The White's apartments is over there. This is 1112, the house that had the camera on it that could hear all the noises. So that's kind of what you're looking at there. We'll just go through this footage a little bit. You should have audio, I think. I think Rhonda and I are on audio on this one. So I'll pause it if we say anything or whatever to give you my memories as how it was when we were there.
Mr. Keys at the hotel.
Did I really? You think so? So this slope right here is the slope down into the house.
Now pause that a second.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, now, if you're trying to carry food or whatever,
yeah,
I don't want to walk down this incline because I will fall and roll. Like that is what is happening. That's what would happen. So this is you know, this is pretty steep going down in there, and especially
It
at
is.
night.
It is steep, and we were there. We were there basically at the same time of year, November,
Yes.
2026. 2025. I mean, 2025. And that, you know, you can see all the leaves. Those are going to be slippery to walk on. It's a steep thing. Again, the DoorDash driver went kind of around on the road. Even if you aren't holding anything, it's treacherous, Rhonda says. So, yeah. And so again, there's there right there is the 1112. So 112 if you can see right where my mouse is at, there's kind of the ground platform where the house used to sit. This kind of driveway area, that right there is where the house used to sit. Allegedly, Koberger parked back here, or suspect vehicle 1 parked back here and went down the slope into the back of the house and came back up the slope into their car to drive away. That's the official story. I have reasons to believe that's not what happened. Molly McMichael, supposedly the DoorDash delivery driver, also was delivered to the back of this parking lot, and she was confused because it said that was the front door. It used to be the front door. We talked about this before. The front door was moved because they added another story on and they changed things around. So she ended up getting out of the car, I believe, with her dog and walked around with the food to the front of the house to deliver at the front of the house. So we'll continue. My wife and I are my wife and I are discussing where I left my keys. So there's a lot of extra stuff here I haven't heard for a while. This could be fun. Lulu giving a donation. Anyone aware of the tipping point 25% rule for the minority to succeed? I have heard of that, Lulu. Robin said that one night. Didn't you say that one night that it only takes 25% of the people for things to tip to go in the right direction?
That's right. Yeah. It takes just a quarter. That's right. Yeah. So everybody needs to remember that. Please, I know sometimes it's easy, but do not despair. Do not be hopeless. We can affect change if we all come together. So keep that in mind. Thank you, Lulu. That was a perfect thing to say. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's continue. Yeah, it's great. And thanks for the donation.
You to walk down from here, although you would slip on your ass. And it was supposed to be winter with snow. No, she didn't. She supposedly walked down this way to get to the front of the house. But the killer went down this. That's the thing. The killer went down this and into the back of the house.
And there you were looking at the Queen Apartments.
So. In front of us, this is the Queen. I think this is the Queen.
And I blacked it out right there because I was about to show my license plate. So I blacked out
Apartments,
the
which
plate.
is, again,
I didn't do the whole bar redaction like Moscow Police Department did. I just took the whole fucking frame out. Like, not going to show my license plate. So my redactions aren't as good as their direct. We all know they're king of redactions.
On top of 1122 King Road residence, there's a little walkway that goes right to their side entrance.
And I'm sure you can tell, but this is a slope. We're sloping down into the Whites. This is a downward slope, so we're up higher above ground. Queen Road runs this way. These are the Queen Apartments over here. There's a walkway where individuals could walk right into the back door of 1122 King when it used to be there. We'll continue.
Stop here for a second. This is just a side view of the lot looking down at 111.
And by the way, this house right here, this low flat house, I believe based on police interviews that I've heard and read and reports, this house was kind of a known drug house location, as well as this was a 1122 where the murders happened. Were kind of known for drugs. These two houses had a reputation, and police seemed to talk, kind of hint that this was where people went, those two houses. This house obviously has a lot of partying and stuff going on, but these two houses seem to be, for what it's worth, showing up in the documents as being places where people knew drug activity happened.
2 King Road residence. I don't know the number of this other house that's right beside it. So the gray house there.
So over here, again, this is 1112, not to be confused with 1122. 1112, where the ring camera faces that greenhouse. And a lot of the footage you see is of the camera facing that way, and you see the car coming and going, suspect vehicle 1 coming and go. This low flat house at one point had Emilia Lant living there, along with Hunter, I believe. They talked about this, but at the time of the murders, Emily and Hunter said they were at the Whites, staying at the Whites. But if you look up, from what we saw in our research, I don't talk about this much. If you look up, I think Amanda looked up who lived at this house. Emilia Lant's name shows up as having lived at that house. Is that small house the one that Hunter J lived in? That's what we're talking about. I think Emily's name I think Emily Lamb's name was on this property and public records. I don't know that Hunter was, but since Hunter and Emily dated and stuff like that, did he hang out with her a lot? That's where they could have been. Although again, in the reports, it sounds like they said they were at the Whites, staying at the Whites that night. So is this their house? Which again, by the way, just go ahead.
This case kind of boggles my mind as far as records are showing someone lives here, but yet they're not, and they're living over there. And so, in a way,
yes,
I can understand where confusion would come in sometimes with who's staying where, and maybe trying to track people down, and you know, so forth. So, and Zana also lived there.
Zana lived in this house right here as well. Yes. And for reference, for those who want to know, and for reference, Jack DeCour's place is right over in here. And for those who are referencing remember there was even Steve Gonzalez stated while Jack DeCour had an alibi, he went back to his house and he wasn't seen on camera the rest of the night coming out of his house. He even stated there are ways to get to the house without being seen on camera. Let me show you several of the ways. This being the DeCour and his friends' residence within visual back of the house. They visually can see the back of the house. This walkway, no cameras. This walkway, maybe this could pick you up, but this walkway right here, there's no cameras, and there's footprint. Well, the famous footprint leading off in this direction is there, and there was a video. I think it was Jules that showed it. One of the police officers is video recording footprints in the snow between this house. So an officer found this approach route to be suspicious. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Because why? Because Hitler said the killer arrived in a car, so we're not looking at anybody that came on foot. Even though there's a million ways to get to this house on foot. We're not looking at it because we know the killer came in a car. No Long Island iced tea tonight. Damn it, none. That is for fucking Friday night fuckery, and we are past Friday night. We're gonna take a break for a minute. Rhonda's cut off from making me Long Islands. All right.
They did get up to lock their door that night. Hunter said they for whatever reason.
I thought he admitted they were staying at this
well, I know.
Night, but,
well, wherever they were. They, for some weird reason, suddenly got up to lock their door. I remember seeing that or hearing it in one of the interviews. I can't remember which one now. But yeah, it was kind of weird that they would just,
Karen Trejo says, on your visit, did you speak to any locals or students since the incident has the atmosphere changed with regards to partying and noise complaints? We didn't speak to locals. When I was there with JJ from State of the Deep, we had some locals ask us what we were doing in town when we were at the hotel, as with that. But when we walked around the neighborhood, nobody spoke to us. Nobody at all spoke to us. Well, Rhonda, was this the time that we got chased off? This was not the time we were chased off. We came back later to film it with a drone, and we got chased off. This was just we didn't get chased off the property this time. The second time I showed up, much like this day, we got chased off, but we were coming there to do some filming with the drone, and we didn't even get to take it out because I didn't want to cause major problems. My wife would say, because you're a pussy and you don't want to do anything. Anyways, she might say something like, I don't know. But anyways, let's just keep going. Let's just table that for another night.
And then right beside it is a dark blue house. I don't know what the number is of that one. We don't talk about that much. I think mostly because it didn't have a camera on it,
1118, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's the White's apartments here. Sigma Chi is right over in here. I don't think it's this taller. I think it's down lower. But this is the White's apartment. If you heard all about that, there's the dumpster for the White's apartments.
Now on the Queen Road apartments right here, there's a walkway right here where somebody can come down the stairs between these apartments. Anybody living in these apartments could come through the apartment.
Like Jack Showalter. Did Jack Showalter live at the Queen apartments? I believe so. Anyways, so this walkway, no cameras between these two buildings. This stairway will lead right into the back door. I'll even flip around and show it, I think, on this video.
Apartments from Linda Lane, right down these stairs and right into the house like that. So look at this. Right there, you can come from Linda Lane, right down that stairway between these two houses, and right into the apartment.
And don't let's not overlook that. The Linda Lane footage, yeah, you can't get from the Linda Lane parking lot to this parking lot by car because there's kind of a retaining wall there, but you can get there 5 different ways on foot. It's an easy walk from there. But again, because the killer arrived in a car, we know nobody came on foot. Showalter, yes, he didn't have enough points to get a place in the house. Right. He wasn't staying at the fraternity. Correct.
Or to where the girls were staying.
This is why we can't get through a video very fast, because I have a lot of shit to say. I'm a devil's in the details kind of guy. I see details every time I watch that. That's why we can't get very far, because I'm a devil's in the detail kind of guy.
Yeah, but people want to hear it. That's the thing, because to my knowledge, I mean, you know, there's very few people who have gone there and been able to walk it as thoroughly as what you and Rhonda were that day, you know?
And there's the famous water tower in the distance. By the way, on this video footage, for those who have had questions about the timing of the bells, the church bells, that's on this video footage as well, I believe. So that's kind of a cool, but it happens at the end if we get that far. Shit, I don't know if we're going to get that far, because you know how I talk.
And of course, this is the street where all the kids were out when the police were here putting on crime tape. This is the lot. I don't know if you can tell how tiny it is, but there was a 3-story house there. It's hard to believe that it all fit on that property in the first place. Here's where most of the kids sat, on the sidewalk right here across from the scene. This is the memorial.
Now look at that.
It's here.
You cannot tell me they did not hear what was going on that night.
I know every time
I see this.
Yeah, everything's on top of each other. It's also in a sloped bowl area, so sound would just bounce around everywhere. It's a fishbowl, as I call it. It's just very, very easy for sound to bounce around all over the place. So there's no way, to me, sounds didn't travel all over the place in here. And then I believe, if I remember right, Rhonda got a little emotional on this memorial, seeing that as people were leaving fresh items here for the victims. We'll take a peek at that.
There's some fresh flowers.
Got some old stuff in here, some very weathered stuff, bag of chips and some candies left for some people.
These are brand new.
Brand new flowers, probably from the few nights ago, or maybe last week. I don't know if it would be this for last week. Maddie, Kaylee, Zana, and Ethan, Eternal Souls.
Sorry that it's a little blurry. I don't know why it's so blurry, but maybe because I uploaded it at a lower resolution. I don't know.
Living forever is what that sign says. Some teddy bears, gnomes.
There's a tassel.
A graduation tassel from what year?
2025.
2025.
So that's from just now.
Yep.
Wow, 6 months ago. How about? How sad.
And then this greenhouse has been seen a million times with.
And by the way, because I'm a detail whore. See this this rock retaining wall? So when I got chased out of the neighborhood, a big black truck came up from this way, from Taylor Avenue, pulled in up here in a parking lot. I don't believe he lives there. I literally think he was watching from Sigma Chi, saw me pull into the area, and then got in his truck and came over with his buddies his buddy to chase me off. And he pulled in here and pulled into some random driveway, I believe. And then he got out and he followed me down the street. And then he followed me after he was telling me to get the fuck out of here to this rock retaining wall. And he stood there calling the police. He called Moscow Police Department on me and was on the phone with them when Rhonda and I drove past him and waved at him. Not this day. This was on a second pass. But anyway, so, and then Moscow Police did show up. As we were leaving, Moscow Police showed up. They flipped around right behind me and followed me and tailed me all the way out of town, running my plates, I believe. So we got close. We got close to having a conversation with Moscow that day, but
car footage as the Elantra supposedly approaches and leaves the area. They got a lot of shoes hanging on the what do you call it, power lines. People just throw their.
Yeah, and the black truck pulled in right where this blue truck is. So that's where the black truck pulled in, and they jumped out and kind of gave me shit. This house over here, all of that is the kind of Jack DeCoeur area where him and his friends were staying, I believe.
She was up on top of the barrel.
Walenta Drive is up above here. So notice there's a berm. So again, we're down in a sloped bowl area. So the suspect vehicle one at one point, they said, took a left on Taylor and then looped back behind the houses up here on Walenta. So I'm talking a lot. Anyways, I'm just looking at the chat to see if I'm missing something. All right, let's keep going. Yell at me if there's something I need to pay attention to.
I will.
I'm mostly watching. All right.
Fine.
I think, by the way, this gets confusing on Jack DeCoeur's place. This building, some people say was Jack's. Some people say this place. I think these two buildings are actually attached. It's like an L-shaped kind of thing, and there's talk about how they would get up on the roof sometimes and party. It gives them a direct look right into the back of 1122 King Road residence. Just FYI, but.
JC Fitzpatrick wanted to know: is it against the law just to walk around there? No, actually, it's not.
No, and it's not even against the law to have it. What bothered him, he said, was that I had a chest camera on my chest that was recording, and he's like, "That's really fucking weird that you're recording." And I'm like, once again, it's not illegal for me to walk a public street. It's not illegal for me to record with my cell phone or my camera to watch a public. It's public street. It's not illegal. Now, I didn't fight with him. I just said, "Hey, sorry, this is bothering you." "Yeah, it does bother me. Get the fuck out of here." I'm like, "Sorry, it bugs you." "Yeah, get the fuck out of here." "All right." And I'm like, "Hey, I went to school here." And he's like, "Oh yeah, where'd you go to school?" I said, "WSU." "This isn't WSU." I'm like, "I'm aware of that." I'm aware this isn't WSU. Fuck off. I didn't say fuck off. Anyways.
So again, this right here looks into the 112.
So right there, this walkway, all from that house right there, you can go walk right into the back of 1122 King Road residence off camera from any camera. It's an easy little walk. And there's a recording, I think, of police officers looking at this walkway and footprints. So they thought, oddly enough, that somebody who didn't come in a car could have left footprints to and from the crime scene from this direction. So for what it's worth, I'm an asshole for bringing it up now because we all say that can't have happened. But, somebody was looking into it. Thank God. Echo chamber. Yeah, Vicky, a better word than fishbowl, because fishbowl means everybody can see you. And that's true too. Like you can see into the back of the house from here. But a better word would be echo chamber. It's an echo. That's a better word. All right, here we go.
2 King lot where the house was torn down. All these houses touch it.
Yeah.
And now we're heading straight ahead to Sigma Chi in the Banfield, which is, I mean, I can throw a football there. Probably my old ass probably couldn't throw a football there. An NFL quarterback could hit the football field from here.
I mean, let's be blunt. I would like to think that I could hit the field from here with a football, but my old ass probably couldn't hit the fucking. I'm pretty sure several quarterbacks could do it, but not me.
Me neither.
The distance on the other side of the Banfield over there is Greek Row. You can see a lot of the Greek frat sorority kind of houses. Sigma Chi.
So again, there's Sigma Chi, which if you look on Google Maps now, if you go to Street View on Google Maps, you cannot see this building. They blurred it out. They blur this building out on Google Maps. You're not allowed to see it now. What the fuck? Why the fuck would you not be able to see that? Now, a property owner can choose to have their property blurred like that. So somebody there has decided they don't want people looking at Sigma Chi. I think that's fucking asinine, but for what it's worth, there it is.
Right in front of us.
Now, I sped it up a little bit because it was kind of boring. Oh, and we just passed where the officers were parked that night. Can I back up just a hair?
In the distance on the other side of the Banfield over there is Greek Row. You can see a lot of the Greek frat sorority kind of houses. Sigma Chi right in front of us.
I don't know where Delta Tau Delta's house is at. I don't know. So most of Greek Row is up in here and off to the side over where this mouse is. So that's all Greek area, all of that up there. So this is kind of off campus from Greek area. All right, so right about in here, is a walkway straight into 1122 King Road residence between the Whites and the treehouse. This is the Banfield stop area. This is where the cops were parked right here, which I said conveniently gives them a direct view of 1122 King Road residence. And I don't think that's a coincidence myself. That's just me, though. So right about, oh, yeah, I think it's coming up here. Let's see.
All right, so now we're on Linda Lane. Like we just walked very little short distance. We're going to turn on Linda Lane here.
I'm trying to refamiliarize myself with all this. Yeah.
I don't get how this connects with the King Road down.
Oh yeah, so now we're all the way down. We're all the way down. We've passed the Whites, and now we're down on Linda Lane, going up to this upward slope. The Linda Lane dumpster is up here. We're going to go up and around the corner to that parking lot that kind of attaches up there. We'll show it.
Wise. You can walk between the buildings.
So
that's why you come up here and the road ends at Linda Lane, and you have to flip around and go back to go to the King Road, but you can walk there with just a few feet.
Fast walker, DA.
I know, kicking some ass.
All right, Linda Lane Apartments. We're climbing.
Vicky, did you watch any of the news brief way back about when they were never going to take any jury in that house? It came out first year after the tragedy. No, I mean, you mean before they tore the house down, they admitted that they were never going to let a jury go see the house? Is that what you're trying to suggest? When they were never going to take a jury into that house? Why wouldn't? If I were on a jury, I would take my privilege as a jury and say, I want to see the house. Take me to the house. I want to hear what the acoustics are on that house, because I have questions. How did nobody hear? How did Dylan not hear what was going on right above her? I want to go stand in that bedroom myself, and I want somebody to go upstairs, and I want somebody to I would have questions, and I as a juror would want to test it. And they tore that house down because they never were intending to take a jury in there.
Yeah, there was an interview I saw where they were asked, I can't remember if it was Christopher Whitcomb or who it was. They were asked, well, why wasn't the house left standing? And I think the answer was something along the lines of, well, the owners wanted it back. What?
Yeah.
I didn't understand that answer at all. So what? Crime scenes are kept for years before they're released to an owner. I mean,
the story about why the house was torn down is itself a big red flag. Yeah. It's a major crime scene on the biggest case perhaps they've seen. You could argue Lori Vallow was a big Idaho case, obviously, as well. But it's a huge case. To tear down the crime scene before the jury has a chance to see it is asinine. But when jurors do scenes, they don't go to do the experiments at all.
No, but you could get a feel acoustically for the house,
right,
just by hearing people talk.
Right. What I'm saying is, if a discussion happened at trial about Dylan and Bethany's what they heard and what didn't hear, and there was any question to the official story, and there are questions, a jury might want to go there and see it for themselves. And they have, and I believe a lot of times they do have the right. A lot of juries will go on traveling and go to a scene and look at it, put their own eyeballs on it so they can see it for themselves. So if they feel that going there, they can request like, hey, I want to go see the place myself. These photos aren't doing it for me. I want to see it for myself. I've been a jury. Absolutely. I would need to walk the house and the area. Yeah.
In a hill, I wouldn't say steep hill. I kept wanting to say steep hill. It's not that steep. We're just old.
It's steep. So this is that walkway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How do I got now?
Although,
so what's hard to tell right now is these cars are a little below us. They're a few feet below us. So this is a retaining wall, and the cars down here are a little lower than us. You can jump off this corner I'm going to walk to, and it's easy jump
down
for
there.
Any.
Okay,
probably even still for me, but
yeah.
I don't know. My old ass, I wouldn't do it. But.
Okay, so there's an embankment here, and it would be easy for a strapping young person to just jump off this. This is like literally About a 5-foot drop.
Yeah.
You could do it and not hurt yourself if you're young and spry, but
we're not going to.
we're gonna go walk there, which also is not hard to get to. But let me walk back from Linda Lane to go to the King Road house. We're showing our age. You hear all that?
What did somebody UK clear? So how did someone walk the other side of that fence in the Linda Lane cam? Well, it's so we're going, see, right, if you see where my mouse is right there, this pole, there's a footpath. So there's a footpath, you can go right to the lower parking lot. Easy peasy. There's a little footpath right here. So it slants down, not big enough for a car, but big enough for a person.
We're huffing and puffing.
I know.
What the hell?
I gotta go my inhaler. Let's see. No, don't listen.
Okay, now listen, here's where this hat is on the ground. There's a little walkway down into this area.
Right there. See, just easy peasy walk right down here. Yeah, I even said easy peasy.
Now, straight in front of us is the Queen Road Apartments. You can go car or foot to the right. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to that staircase I showed you earlier. We're going to the left, right between these two apartment buildings, and down a flight of stairs and right into the King Road house. Right into the King Road house from Linda Lane.
Now this is where I started to get nervous. It's what's hard to see right now is there's a guy sitting here outside of his apartment. Dogs bark at us, which sound a lot like Murphy. This guy sitting here, I was a little bit nervous because I have a chest cam on and I'm trying to narrate and talk about the area. And I'm thinking, now I'm going to piss off locals. I'm the Jonathan Lee Riches getting kicked off the property because I got locals that are out here. And I think he was just having a cigarette, but I pulled a sneaky maneuver and I slowed down and let my wife go in front of me. And then I do this little fake singing like I'm just fucking like, doo-doo-doo, I'm just off on a fucking stroll through the fucking woods. And I distracted the guy long enough to get past him without him paying attention. So.
Oh, there's a person sitting there. That sucks.
There's a few there.
Yeah.
They're close together for the house.
I'll let you lead.
Notice how I'm putting my wife up and to the left of me to hide my chest cam for this guy. So I'm strategically positioning myself so that my wife will block the view of this guy seeing my camera.
Here we go again. Howdy. Yeah, I was like, that was like the old stuff, right?
No, did you hear Murphy? Did you hear Murphy barking at me? Anyways.
There you go. That was the path from Linda Lane Apartments to Queen Road. Just about.
Turn, show.
Yeah, I did. I came across it.
All right, so now we're walking behind the Queen Road back to, this is like the Linda Lane area. We're back on the backside. We're going to get to the timing of the bells part, I think, here.
So right here,
which we didn't intend to do. We just happened to be there, and I heard the bells ringing, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's the church bells. And why is that important? Because people were freaking out on the internet about altered times. They said somebody altered the time footage because if you listen, I haven't said that for a while. If you listen, you hear church bells go off that don't sync with the time on the body camera footage. So people were saying, did they alter the time frame? Are they lying about when it happened? So when I heard the church bells go off, and I didn't even know the full story about the timing. I just knew that it's an argument people keep having is hey, Rhonda, let's stop and listen to the church bells. It's a little hard to hear. I'm going to call out on the video when I hear the bells. One of them you can't hear. I heard a lot of people say, I didn't hear the bell. It's there. We heard it, but unfortunately, it may be hard to hear on this audio. But
beside us, Linda Lane Apartments with this retaining wall, Queen Road right here with the walkway we just walked between. This again is the a lower parking lot. You can't drive all the way through to Linda Lane because there's this retaining wall right there that would keep you from driving. So you can walk, no problem, little foot area. We'll look at that one more time at the foot area. So right there is the easy footpath from Linda Lane down into the Queen Apartments. And then you can also drive.
So that's when Rhonda said, listen, because right there, she heard the church bells. And then I'm looking at my watch. So anyway, so let's just back up just a hair, because that was the first bell. And I heard it when she said, listen. All right. So here's where we're going to time the bells.
And then you can also drive. I don't know if you guys can hear it. In the distance is the Westminster bells. Somebody asked me to time the bells. Can you hear it? We'll have to time them.
4:03.
Let's time it. Oh, here we can hear it better over here. Okay, listen, people, listen. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go, folks. Just like people said, it's
And
one
I don't know
dong off.
why it was so hard to hear the fifth bell. We heard the fifth bell, but it didn't seem to show up. I don't know if I shifted or what. So hopefully you trust me. There was a fifth bell, and it was 4, and we heard 5 bells. So then we started to get into the whole we have the discussion, Rhonda and I, right here about the timing.
It went 5 dongs at 4 o'clock, so it just rang 5 times. The bell's ringing 5 times, well after daylight savings time. So is the clock off again? Is it always off? Do they ever change it for daylight savings times? That is a mystery that people have been talking about. I tell you, Rhonda, you have.
What's this question from Eric Johnson? Is there some kind of path through the wooded area at Walenta that leads to the lot behind the former? Yes. So there's a slope there on that upper parking lot, and above that slope is Walenta, and there is a walkway that you can come from Walenta through the kind of tree wooded area there, which again is important because some people said there's alternate suspects, right? There's people that have been in the myth of this case. Emily Bailey and Demetrius Robinson live back in that area, and they can get to the back of the house by foot over Walenta down that slope.
I have no idea. That whole chime right there is a huge part of the mystery about the timing of this event. People are saying that if you listen to the chimes, it says the wrong time. So just like we showed, it's 4 o'clock here. It should have had 4 bells. It rang 5 times.
Right.
So it's acting like it's 5 o'clock. So.
But yeah, the daylight savings time did just happen. We did just fall back.
Right.
So how long does it take them?
They just may never change it. I don't know.
No, they probably do.
Yeah.
Obviously, we couldn't rely on that.
So there you go. That was some of the footage that we didn't finish up for the night before. I hope that somebody here got to see footage that they hadn't seen before, or picked up something from me that you hadn't heard before. Did anybody in the chat hear something, or listen to, or hear me explain something, or see something that you didn't realize until you saw this video footage? I'm curious if anybody picked up anything new.
For me, it just emphasizes again, and I know we've said it, but how close it was. I mean, even just looking where you guys stopped at the tribute to everyone, just into the back of 1112. You cannot live there and not know what was going on that night, because the bedrooms are right there on that back wall. So
the dog, that damn dog.
I'm sorry. Fireworks.
Oh, fireworks. Oh my God. Yeah. we may have to wrap that shit up early tonight if the fireworks are already starting on your side. They're probably doing the test fireworks, or is it just getting to be sundown?
Well,
over
I
there?
don't know because it's been raining like hell, so I can't imagine why they're gonna still go ahead and have them. I guess they're gonna have them in the rain. I hope nobody gets hit by lightning or anything. Because I mean, I don't know. You guys can probably see here behind me. I mean, the lightning's been pretty fast and furious, so I don't know why they're.
So here's what we got
Okay.
now. So I didn't see any, unfortunately, I didn't see anybody jump on the whole, yeah, I saw something or learned something new. So that's unfortunate, but hey, I do know that footage, we haven't aired it very much. We aired it one time with the custody queens. They got to see the first look when I went live with the custody queens, and I showed them the footage that nobody had seen before. And then I think we put it members only for the rest of the time behind members only wall. And so I just was showing you some member only content. By the way, I guess shameless plug for my memberships. It's $3.99. I think is the memberships. I thought it was $2.99. It's $2.99. I think it's
$2.99. Yeah,
$2.99 for a membership, and there's stuff like that. Some little hidden gems back there. Some stuff from for member only content. So, yeah.
UK Claire says, yeah, the path down the hill at the beginning. Do you mean you want to see that again?
So yeah, somebody was asking if there was a path, and it sounds like UK Claire saw the path when we were looking at it at the beginning. I'm scrubbing the video right now to see if I can find a good view of it.
Oh, she means this was something new for her. Okay, sorry.
Oh, okay. Just to put this on screen again, though, real quick for you so you can see it. I don't know if we're going to see the path, but I will show it to you again. So this is us in the
back of the house, which we will get some
driving up. So again, this is Walenta up there, and this wooded area here. There is a way to walk down into this, and I'm trying to see if we can see
around with that.
Soon, it might be over here to the left of us. Not like I mean, obviously, again, somebody that's fit and young could jump off this rock wall or this retaining wall, and it gets lower to the ground in places. So
this would be the look that the killer would have.
But anyway, so yeah, so it is what it is, but there is a way to get there from there.
Yeah, somebody made the comment that whoever, there are so many ways in and out of there, plus people in that area who knew. I mean, when you figure a lot of the kids were going back and forth to parties between everybody's houses and they knew all the ways in and out. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. If you live in that neighborhood, you know all the ways to get to the house, especially if you were going to plan some kind of murder, you would probably know exactly how you want to approach it to avoid all the cameras. That's my point. If you wanted to avoid cameras, you would take a lot of these ways and you would know exactly where you had to go to approach the house off camera.
Right.
And then the question becomes, if somebody did that to approach the house off camera, is the car that's on camera just a random car, or is it a red herring? Is it a red herring? Did they have, and this is one of the theories I said, it's a crazy theory. Did somebody listen, I don't say this often. Here's the crazy theory. Let's say the murderers, multiple, lived in this area and knew all the ways to the house to get into the house like this. And let's say one of them knew someone like Brian Koberger. And he says, hey, Brian, can you come pick me up at this address, whatever? And Brian drives around the neighborhood trying to find the location of the address, seen multiple times. And again, I don't believe it's necessarily Brian Koberger's car we are seeing. But if it was, could someone have just simply called him so that he would be in the area and be the obvious person that law enforcement would look into? So, hey, can you pick me up here? And maybe that person never showed up. Maybe somebody came to pick them up, drove around, waited around, and went, well, fuck it, I'm leaving. I guess he's not going to show up. And then the murderers, they go, well, who are we looking for? Oh, here's a car that pulls in and leaves. And so did that become somebody's way to lure a red herring for law enforcement to look the wrong way? What was this? Walking dressed as a student, if you weren't, would be the way to go. Yeah. I'm too old to pass as a student, unfortunately. Now I just look like the creepy old guy looking in girls' windows to see what I can see in the college town.
But, okay, you would have to know that neighborhood very intimately. So just to be some guy off the street, I mean, to just randomly pick a house and try to get in there, and then, before it's even daylight, it just defies logic for me. So that's why these people, I want them to show us. I want them to show us what they have that tells them that Brian is guilty, because I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at something. Somebody, oh wow, somebody's got one of my favorite sayings. All that's necessary for evil to prosper is for good men to say nothing or do nothing. I saw a video somebody did about the tunnels under the house. Did you guys see that? The tunnels under 1122 King Road?
Yeah, I know there are tunnels in the area, but I don't know that they're like right under the house.
Well, that's
I know
right.
There's been a lot of speculation about that.
Right. Someone did a video showing, and I was like, is that true? Are those tunnels right there? And I'm trying to find it. I'm looking on the internet right now for you. Not just videos of the tunnels, but somebody had done a 3D recreation of where the tunnels pass under the house. And I was like, is that really true? But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that there are tunnels right under the house. Now, there are close around the area, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because the thing is, there's never been anything in the layout of the house that has been confirmed. There have been suspicions about where a possible door could be. There are some pictures that it kind of looks like there could be a door, but of course there's nothing confirmed as to whether there's a door to any kind of tunnels.
Yeah, and I found this video. It's not the one I was looking for. That some is this True Crime Designs thing. I think they're trying to show tunnels and manholes and stuff like that in the area. If this was accurate, 1122 King Road would be right here. So you would have all these systems right around the house. And why does that matter? Because again, if somebody wanted to come and go from the house and slip into the tunnels and then slip away, so being clever, so you didn't know where they went, kind of thing, and then call somebody to show up at the same address, could they have led law enforcement on a wild goose chase looking for a car when they came and went from steam tunnels or manholes or whatever the case may be? And can you do it off camera? Well, if this was accurate, I don't know if this is that a steam? Is that supposed to be a steam? The reason being is because I was going to take a look at something. If I shouldn't do this because I don't know. If this is, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to break this down because I don't know enough about it. We could play the video. We could play the video if you wanted to, but it's like it's only 7-minute video. So 7 minutes takes me 4 hours to talk about 7 minutes. So I'm trying to see where we could start this video if we were to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what all it might show.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
We can do it live if people want to, or we can let it go. And do you guys care? Like, again, the only reason we bring it up is because there are multiple ways, so many ways that people could have got to that house that didn't require a car. Do it, play it. People are saying, okay. So first thing I do is this. This is from True Crime Design. I'm going to subscribe to their channel because it's only the right thing to do. True Crime Design. They got a fuck ton more people than we do, and that's good for them. So let's go ahead and take a look. We'll look. We can learn together in a live dive. This is the last thing we'll do, right? We'll do it live.
Okay.
But hold on. I got to make sure we're sharing. Are we sharing audio? Let me make sure to see if you hear audio. Not yet. Not yet. Where's the audio? There's a little bit of audio. Do you hear audio starting?
Yes.
Okay. That was cool. Got to see it. Okay, so what are we looking at here? There's the Whites. There's the Queen Apartments. There's 1122 King Road residence before it's been torn down. That's the house. This is 1112 with the camera on it that hears sounds from back here. Here's 1118. There's the DeCour residence and friends over there. So And then Taylor Avenue is right here. This is King Road. This is Queen Road. This is the back parking lot. Everybody following this so far? All right.
Yep.
What do we got here? University of Idaho uses district energy system for the heating and cooling needs of campus. District energy systems produce utilities such as steam, chilled water, and compressed air for use in multiple buildings. The district energy plant at the University of Idaho, often referred to as the steam plant or energy plant, distributes utilities to campus buildings through miles of tunnels located under sidewalks and roads by using centralized, since I just read it to you, let's skip forward. Miles of tunnels they highlighted.
The UI.
All right, let's back up. All right, let's listen.
Like many college campuses, the UI has a district steam heating system. At the heart of the system is a steam plant that produces all the steam used to heat the core buildings on campus.
What makes this steam distribution system unique is that it can use either biomass or natural gas for its fuel type. The steam plant produces over 250 million pounds of steam a year. 90% or more of that steam comes from the use of biomass, and the remaining comes from the use of natural gas.
And I don't know if they do that there, but a lot of these steam tunnels can be put under walkways so that your walkways are automatically snow-free, ice-free during the winter, right? Because it's heated and it's kind of if you lay them just right, you can walk all over them for years. Sorry, that's a bad joke. If you lay them just right, you can steam your walkways. Anyways.
After the wood chips are delivered to the steam plant, they are moved into the fuel silo by a series of conveyors, augers, and elevators. The silo at the steam plant can hold about 20 truckloads of wood chips. During the coldest days of winter, we consume that much fuel in less than 2 days. When the wood is burned, the combustion gases reach temperatures as high as 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. As these combustion gases flow through the boiler, the heat energy transfers to the water and converts it to steam. The steam we make at the steam plant is used in the core buildings on campus, and to get it there, it travels through miles of pipe within an underground tunnel system.
So, and why is this critically important? Because if there's any possibility multiple people committed this murder, you have to ask yourself, would smart killers have traveled through steam pipes? Would they have known the steam pipes? Do they know how to get in and out of the steam pipes? Can you go down from one area, one neighborhood, and pop up into another neighborhood via tunnels and get back to your neighborhood, your location, without anybody knowing how you got there because you're on no cameras? Unless, of course, they have cameras in all the steam tunnels, which they should. But did law enforcement go after the steam tunnel footage? Rochelle Fiscus says, when they tore off the front of the house, you can see the small door looks like window from Kaylee's room under the window, and it looks like a wooden tunnel goes across the front of that section. Yeah, there's somebody I saw that had a 3D model of the house that indicated that tunnels went right to the house. I don't know if it's true or not. So for what it's worth. What are we looking at here? Let me get my bearings if there's anything that we need to look at here. I'm looking for the Taylor Avenue or in Pullman. All right, I don't know yet. We'll keep going. There's Taylor. I saw it. Okay, yellow will represent the private university-owned underground tunnel system. Yellow lines are the private university. And why is it university owned? Because the University of Idaho had a contractual agreement with Moscow Police Department. They have special privileges. So I would like to know, people suggest that University of Idaho has things to hide about this. They don't want things to get out about this kind of thing. So if they own the steam tunnels, do they also control who gets to see the steam tunnel footage, for example? These are questions that pop up in my mind on the fly. Let's keep going. All right, so the King Road. So this is Taylor Avenue. This is Blake Avenue. So when Rhonda and I came into the neighborhood, we came down Blake, turned onto Taylor, went up into Linda Lane, and then went up into King Road and all around. That's all we went. So you got yellow lines, university-owned lines. Yeah, if this is accurate, the yellow steam tunnels go right around that house, all over that house. All right. And I shit you not. Shit you not. I feel like the lot is right there. Look at all these. It's surrounded on 4 sides by the steam tunnels. And now we have to know the legend. What is the circle? What is the square? Are these access points? Are they access points? I'm curious. Shit, I don't normally do this. This is crazy. All right. Please taunt the like button on your way in. That's a great one. Anyways. Okay. All right. So again, Linda Lane apartments, footage, Linda Lane, Taylor Avenue, King, there's Queen. This house right here that they've got highlighted, I don't feel like the angle of that house is situated. This says 1118. That's the long, skinny house going this way. So I'm a little bit confused about the diagram, what this is. Because this should be the Queen, should be the house, but. So now they're doing an overlay. So now I can get my bearings. Taylor, the Whites.
James Fair says
okay. There we go. I just got it figured out. This is the Queen apartments. These 2 big, long, skinny ones with the pipes going all around it. That's the Queen apartments. The 2 long, skinny buildings. That's Queen, and with the walkway in between that Rhonda and I walk. That's the Queen apartments. This lot right here that's red is the 1122 King Road residence. This is 1118, which makes sense now. And this is going to be 1112, looking this way down. And there's 1119. So this lot that they've got is appropriately the house. So you've got these 2 accesses to the house and the Queen apartments. So I still want to know what the circle means and what the square means. Has anybody already seen this video and know what the circle and square was, or do some need to figure? We'll just watch it. We'll just do it live. Okay, how about that? How about I unpause in 1 second after I fucking ask the question? They just tell me what it is. The round circles are manholes. Manholes. Wow.
Yeah. James Fair says there were pics of the field rebuilt after the murders. It showed a huge possible grass tear up.
Interesting. And why? Okay, so manholes are the circles. So manholes. What is a manhole? The manhole is designed so that a man can get into it. A man can pop the manhole cover off. And by the way, certain tools like crowbars are used to take the manhole cover off. What people believe, some people believe that a crowbar of some kind of device was used in the murders. That was maybe what was pressed into Kaylee's mouth, right? That some bar or something was put into her mouth, kind of thing. So did somebody use a crowbar to pop? Again, I know this sound crazy, but it's because we don't believe the fucking story they told us. I really don't believe the story they told us. Anyways. Catch basins and air vents. That's what the squares are. Catch basins and air vents. Catch basins and air vents. Okay, so this is the parking lot. Okay. I wish I could zoom in. Right here where my mouse is at, this is the parking lot area behind the Queens. This is where you would park to walk down into the so there's an air vent or catch basin right there. There's a manhole cover right there. All right. And these purple lines that is drew in are the actual steam tunnels. So there's a tunnel that you can walk through here. Tunnel you can walk through here. Why does this matter? Because if multiple people are involved in the murder and you wanted only one person to go down for it, maybe you go through the steam tunnels to get back to your location undetected by cameras. Unless, of course, they have cameras in all of the steam tunnels. And then, of course, you have to ask, has anybody public records requested the steam tunnel footage? Maybe we need to specifically ask for that. Should we go after the University of Idaho? This is University of Idaho. Yeah, shit. We're not just gonna. Maybe we should do. We're gonna. And if nobody's done it,
why not?
we're going after the steam tunnel cameras, but they probably have erased it by now, of course. But all right, steam tunnel, U of I. And what would we ask for? We would ask for all the steam tunnels that run around the Queen Road that heat and provide services to the Queen apartments.
What about maintenance records?
Yeah. Maintenance records. Who accessed them?
Right.
My DNA is all over that button. Nice. Nice. All right, let's keep going. Now, why has True Crime Design pointed out these particular two manhole covers? Let me get my bearings for a moment. This is Linda Lane. Cars come and go. They're pointing to two over here. Let's find out why. All right, that is this. Probably those two right there. See these manhole? I think these are manhole covers.
Yeah.
So if those are two manhole covers, that's the two that just pointed out. Linda Lane going up into that back parking lot, Taylor Avenue. Would that be the two manhole covers? Okay. They're going to point it out here in a second. There you go. What did Cool Dude Jammin' say? I emailed with Derek Shook, the Fox News reporter that has given us tons of images that we all know. He was there when they demolished the house. He confirmed no tunnels in an email conversation. He confirmed no tunnels. So I need to ask this Cool Dude, are you saying True Crime Design is lying about these tunnels? Is that what you're saying? Is the reporter telling the truth and True Crime Design is lying? These are not tunnels that provide heat to Queen. Is that what we're saying? Because the reporter said it? Yeah.
Check your teams.
I need to do that by taking this off screen just in case I show something. Yep. All right. Thank you. All right. So, yeah. So I would have a problem with that just because a reporter said, "Oh, well, I could confirm there's no steam tunnels." Okay. So somebody has this diagram of the steam tunnels, and so now we have to decide if they lied or if the reporter lied. So let's keep going. All right, look at that. Manhole cover. And what did we just look at? We just looked at, there is the Queen Apartments, which would put the residence over there, I think, from here. Oh, this is, yeah, let's just keep going. And again, I have to ask: is Cool Dude Jammin' saying that there's no steam tunnels here? This doesn't go to a steam tunnel. What does the manhole go to? What does the manhole go to if it's not a steam tunnel? What do manholes go to if it's not underground tunnel systems? I don't know. Utility tunnels could be utility tunnels, right? Right. I can call him Jeff H. Okay, Jeff H. Okay, we can call you Jeff H. So I'm asking you point blank, Jeff H. Cool Jammin', are you telling me whoever made this video is a liar? There are no steam tunnels near the house that because the Fox reporter you saw who can confirm there's no steam tunnels? Is it so? As Amanda saying, it's a sewer system. Oh, for the manhole covers. So there's no steam tunnels. So did they get it wrong? Did True Crime Design get this wrong? Is it True Crime Design we're watching? Who are we watching? I think.
Yeah, True Crime Design.
All right, let's keep going. So this person is suggesting this could have been a paved over manhole. So what I just gathered was they're saying a manhole cover should be here, but all you see is this. So did they pave over a manhole cover? And if they paved over a manhole cover, the $1 million question has to be, did they pave over the manhole cover only after the murders happened? Was there a manhole cover there in say October of 2022? And did they pave over the manhole cover later? I'm curious. I don't know. I don't even know if that is paved over a manhole cover.
I don't know. It's very interesting though, for sure.
Yeah. And because here's the thing, Robin, you want to get me on a new fucking thing. If that was a manhole cover, and if that was a manhole cover until just after the murders, and then they paved over it, I'll guarantee you there's a reason for that. I'll guarantee. Right. So that's not just a coincidence. If it was, I don't know that it was.
Rochelle Fiscus says she has a copy of a contract showing the university is leasing out tunnels under the university and around the university into neighborhoods to a company for tons of money. Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Maybe
we need to go for some records.
I gotta say, if you have that, if it's something you're willing to share with our channel, could you please send it to contact@devilsadvocates.info? If that's a document that you have, like, I'm assuming it's a PDF. So if it is and you're willing to share it with our channel, would you be willing to share that to contact@devilsadvocates.info? Lee, there are a lot of people told that stuff doesn't necessarily mean that it's true or that they believe that. I think that this dude is just saying what he heard. Yeah, that's fair. It's why I'm asking. I'm asking. First of all, I'm asking because I know Jeff H. Right? Jeff H. believes that this happened exactly the way they told you, and that we're all idiots. That's Jeff H.'s general position. We're all idiots. So I'm assuming when Jeff H. says there are no steam tunnels because Fox said so, that's what he believes. But when I asked him about it, he said, "I'm not saying he's a liar because I don't want to call somebody a liar. I don't know either." So that's why I'm just saying I took the position I did with Jeff because I know Jeff 100% believes it happened exactly like they told you. So I'm challenging him. So did the Fox reporter tell the truth? And this video is all lying. All this shit is just a big ass lie by somebody who just wants to clickbait people. And I'm asking because I don't want to be a clickbaiter. So I'm asking, is this all just bullshit? And the Fox reporter is the definitive answer. There are no steam tunnels around here. What is that?
So they're not letting any cars down here, and then they've taken this crime scene tape, which is for the house right here, and it used to drop off the driveway, and for now they've just kind of stretched it here, and they're taking pictures here in the road. Now, before we.
That is interesting to me. I noticed those cops were all looking down on the ground, and then they're photographing all on the ground. Why is law enforcement taking all these photos? And why is this reporter pointing out that they're focused on this? Sir, do you not realize the killer came and went from the other side of the house? This is not where the killer was at. Hitler already told us it didn't happen this way. So what are they looking at here? That's my being sarcastic, because why are they looking right there? And he's pointing out they're focusing all here, taking photos here. The killer went out the back door here. Are they looking for a tire tread? Did the car peel out and leave a car? If that's what it is, I can get that. If they're photographing tire marks. Let's continue.
Jump to conclusions. This could be just normal documentation, police showing skid marks that they may have left while they were turning around, or this could be something else.
They are broadening the crime scene. There's crime scenes tape up around the home, and what we're now finding is that part of the parking lot itself is being broadened off as part of the crime scene.
The simple question.
It's got to drive them nuts that reporters are there right in their face as they're working the scene. Like, live from your crime scene, we're reporting on it. If I did that, I would be crucified for being an asshole YouTuber. But because they have NBC on the side of their channel or whatever, they can get it right up there while the cops are processing and videotape it, and they're not assholes. But I would be an asshole, I guarantee you, doing the same thing. I would even feel like an asshole. I would certainly be called an asshole. But anyways. Why was HVAC contractor at the crime scene? This is a good collection of footage.
Is this sure, seeing an HVAC repair person showing up underneath crime tape and going into an active crime scene raises a lot of eyebrows. Could it be as simple as they needed to just keep the heat on, or could an investigator actually seek the professional assistance of somebody who knows air ducts and air systems?
One of the main things that college students like to do is investigate the steam tunnels. There's hundreds and hundreds of miles of steam tunnels that run underneath universities.
That's looking up at a manhole cover.
Yep.
All right. Excavation for the Main Street Tunnel in 1927. That's cool footage. Main Street Tunnel. Saying like if that was a steam tunnel, it's laid in line of a pathway, probably because it dual purposes and melts the snow and the ice during cold months. So that would be a heated walkway, I think, by natural. Somebody said, "Oh my God, what are they oh my godding about?" Oh, the HVAC was there. Yeah. Right. I mean, even Banfield's like,
Yeah.
why is an HVAC company going into a crime scene and ducking under the crime scene tape? It's a great question. Why are we assholes for asking those questions? Anyways. Again, is this video a liar? There's no steam tunnel right there. That's the question. Are they a liar? Do they have reasons to believe it there? And they didn't really lie. They're misled. There's no steam tunnel there. But this guy is clearly thinking there's a steam tunnel there. And would it make some sense? It would probably keep that a de-iced road in the winter if that's a steam tunnel right underneath your road, and that's a slope. So
reasons that they would want potentially an HVAC crew to check airflow for the spread of smoke, chemicals, odors, or even insects in death investigations, determining whether the system was running at the time, examining evidence in the ducts, weapons, drugs, cash, documents, looking for contamination, checking for mechanical causes of death in rare cases, which we know that wouldn't be in.
And remember, I think one of the videos I saw, Pavarotti, he focused in on an air vent that had like fresh markings on the screws as if they'd taken the ductwork off of that, right? And they made a big deal. Was there drugs hidden in the walls? Were they looking for the murder weapon that was maybe disguised in the wall and somebody opened up an air vent and put it in there? So when there was indications of those kind of things going on. The $1 million question I have to ask is this person lying or misled that these are not actual steam tunnels? Let me try to figure out what they're doing. What are they doing? Okay, so we do see a prominent tire track here. The cameras, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. They're taking surveying information, distance. I don't know. What are they doing? They got a camera here. Or I don't know if these are surveying equipment or cameras. I don't know. So I know this area. I recognize this area. So what are they doing here? I'm not sure. I think earlier the guy was saying that they paved over a manhole cover up there, but. Is that a surveying equipment?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, look, the famous fire hydrant by the Banfield stop on Taylor Avenue, where they found evidence. Some people believe they found whose jacket?
Maddie's.
Maddie's jacket.
Maddie's, yeah.
Which, by the way, is the same basic place that the officers were parked for the Banfield stop, looking up at the 1122 King Road residence house. Within that, see, that's the part. I don't. Would there be an entrance within the house? If there was an entrance within the house, then it would be a really, really hard thing to ignore. But I don't know why it would be in the house.
Yeah, there's been speculation that there is some type of a door somewhere that goes down under the house. But
Well, and somebody had said when they tore the house down, there was a gaping tunnel looking area in the house. Yeah.
Right, but that would have been up on the upper level. But I don't.
Up underneath this.
Yeah, yeah.
Because so somebody that did the 3D diagram, you see how there's this it goes down to the ground there, and then there's this raised area. Someone showed a tunnel system that went right under this. That there was a large tunnel system right there, right between this part of the house and under this house. But I don't know if it was just somebody imagining what it would look like, or because it was a 3D model that they made, so it wasn't actual photos of anything. Yeah, I think it was worth further investigation, unless of course you're just happy that they know exactly what happened. We made it through the whole video. We made it through the whole and I feel like that was pretty cool stuff to discuss. But
yeah,
because I never really watched that video.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to think about. Now, whether there really was a way, I don't know, but it would be interesting to get some records to see what they say.
Yeah, Amanda says in her opinion, if there was a tunnel access, it would have been in the spare bedroom, and that would be a perfect place for it because nobody is using the bedroom, so you could pop up in the bedroom and nobody would, in theory, be there.
Right.
But, it could be crazy. I don't want to say it's conspiracy because I'm not saying it did happen. I'm asking questions. I'm asking, have we definitively ruled out? And I'll tell you this for myself, the Fox reporter that might or may, because I haven't seen it for myself, but Jeff said there's a Fox reporter that says he's confirmed there's no steam tunnels. I wouldn't buy that report. I'd have to first see that reporter saying it. So Jeff H, by the way, is still here, and he's got a clip of the reporter saying definitively there aren't any steam tunnels under there. I would love to see the clip. It's at least. But that'll only be half the battle, because just because the Fox reporter said so, it doesn't make it definitively true for me. So then I have to compare. Well, somebody says no, and somebody says yes. So which one of them are right? Because they can't both be right. Somebody's wrong. Either if and we don't even know if the Fox reporter said it, because let's make that clear. Until I see the Fox reporter saying it, I don't know that it was said. But if we prove that it was said, somebody's wrong. One of them's wrong. Anyway, so there you go. What else? Any other comments, questions? I sent a pic on Teams of the closet. Okay, let me take a look at Teams. Let me remove this.
Yeah, it's in the closet that people are saying that it does kind of look. I've seen this picture.
The closet that law enforcement didn't open when they were clearing the house, and everybody freaked out about why.
No. This is like a bedroom closet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the utility room.
Oh, I see. And where do you see anything in that picture that shows?
Well, there's a weird place about halfway up in the closet on the right hand side. It does kind of look like there might be something there, but I can't tell exactly what it is.
Are you talking about this image?
Yes, that one.
This is the spare bedroom?
Yeah. Yeah, right in there. See where your little magnifying glass was? There. That thing.
It looks like that kind of looks like a latch.
Yeah, see it. But people are saying that is a weird configuration. What is it a latch for? Is the question, because I do believe that is an outside wall. But it would be that would so does the I know there was speculation about whether the shelves slide to the side to reveal something.
All right, hold on. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do this live. Snip, hold on. Let me remove this from the screen for a second. Give me a second. Stand by. I'll do this live. And I'll show you what I'm doing, and it's not definitive. I'm doing what am I doing, Robin? I'm doing more of these live dive shit. I'm not used to this.
You're stretching your investigative muscles. That's what it is.
All right, give me a second here. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to analyze this photo, and I've circled it
and
for
see what it is.
Yeah.
Ask how. Yep.
Examine the photo and tell me what you think the object is in the circled area. I'll show you this chat.
Yeah.
I'll show you the answer. All right, so what we're doing is we're going to add this to stage right now. So I just gave it this photo and I circled that area with a shitty circle, and I'm asking ChatGPT to analyze the photo and tell me what it thinks that object is. Let's see what it comes up with. I can't identify with certainty because the resolution is too low and the object is partially obscured by the closet partition. That said, here's the most likely scenario. A cable or telecom junction box, most likely about 70% confidence. It appears to be a small rectangular surface-mounted box. There seems to be a cable mounting from below with a bit of a slack wrapped around underneath. These are commonly installed in bedroom closets for telephone, DSL, Ethernet, or cable. A low-voltage electrical device, about 20% confidence. A plumbing component, about 10% confidence. Doesn't really resemble a plumbing shutoff or cleanout. A few observations. It's not mounted like a standard electrical receptacle switch. It sits just above the baseboard, which is a common location for communications, wiring, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it doesn't, ChatGPT doesn't think that it looks like a door handle is where we're going with. It doesn't look like it's a latch. It's saying it looks like it might be utilities, like cable, internet kind of thing. If this photo is from the 1122 King Road residence, there have been a lot of speculations online about objects visible in the listing photos. I don't see anything in this image that appears. Well, first of all, ChatGPT never believes in conspiracy theories. So if they're
right. So there's that.
You'll never get them to talk about that. But anyways, very interesting.
Yeah. Looks like Amanda put another picture in there for you.
Never go down the conspiracy rabbit hole. Ask about these two from when the house was torn down. Oh, those are really low resolution photos. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's all we've got.
That's the lot. I'm trying to get my bearings on that. Oh, I see. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see. So I'm gonna put this on screen to show what we're looking at. So there's a big tree right here and a retaining wall, and then there's this. It looks like it's on this. So this looks like this. This might have been where the house was. So you've got.
Yeah, that's not from 1122. Amanda says.
Oh, okay. What address is that? And why would we look at it if it's not 1112? This live dive shit's weird. It's just weird, man.
Well,
but you know
it
what?
was
It's hard to
just
find
a
time to do all the
interesting
research
question.
first and then come talk
Right.
about it. So I guess
Right.
it's two birds with one stone. I get to share it with you. You guys get to help correct me on the fly. We get people coming in and saying, no, it's not a steam tunnel. Fox News said no. I want to see the clip, though. I want to see the clip of that.
Yep.
So any other questions, comments? We go about 2 hours. We're approaching that in about 15 minutes. A lot of you probably are watching fireworks or getting ready to go watch fireworks, depending where you're at, unless you're in another country in which you don't celebrate the birthday of America. And that's okay. That's all right.
Yep.
Any last minute questions, comments? Tomorrow, by the way, please note, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 7 p.m. UK time. What is that? What's the time zone there? Anyways, Sue from Revelation Tarot and I will be streaming together on my Beyond channel, The Devil's Advocates Beyond. I'm streaming on. She'll be streaming on Revelation Tarot on YouTube. You can watch either side and participate with us as we do a live discussion. Sue's very first live streaming from StreamYard. So we're excited. We're lending Sue a couple of our mods. I think Robin, maybe you or Essie is going to help out over there on Sue's side.
We are.
With moderating her chat. And so, yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, I believe it's 7 p.m. her time.
She said it was. I think she said it was 7 a.m. her time.
7 a.m.
No, 7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Yeah.
her time is 11 o'clock a.m. our time, I believe. That's why Lulu is saying, "How is 11 a.m. my 4 a.m.?" I don't know. Where are you at?
I don't know. I can't remember exactly how it goes for across the pond, but it'll be 2 p.m. Eastern.
Rochelle's trying to send us stuff, and it says the email is invalid. Contact at devilsadvocates.info should be the address. Make sure there's no the in the Devil's Advocates. It's just contact at devilsadvocates.info. I did get a notice the other day that I had to confirm my login credentials, but that was for my phone, so I don't think the email address is having problems receiving email. So make sure you got the right email address, Rochelle, and try it again. So yeah, Sue from Revelation Tarot and I will be talking about tentatively, we're set to talk about secret societies. In particular, she doesn't know this, but in particular, I want to talk about my thoughts about Greek life being patterned off of Freemasonry. So Freemasonry is the basis for Greek life. They borrow a lot of the rituals and offices and ways of forming from Freemasonry. And that is a historical connection that has been made. They got that system from them. It's not anyways, we're going to delve into that tomorrow. We're going to delve into secret societies, fraternities, true crime, and a little bit of the paranormal, because it's on the Beyond channel. As Sue, I think, hinted, did something evil lurk there at the house? I don't talk about that here on this channel because I try to keep it all stuff you can absolutely concrete wrap your lips around, but we'll see.
Alrighty then.
If nothing else, I've got a way with words. If nothing else, I got a way with words. All right. Anything else?
I'm just putting
my other channel in there.
Yeah, Rhonda did. It looks like I was just going to do it. Beat me to it. Good.
All the love that we can get on the other channel would be appreciated. We're about 70 people short of being at 1,000 on that other channel, and we really, really, really would like to get at 1,000 on the other channel. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, but you just remotely like the style of stuff that I do, check it out. I've had people tell me that they like listening to me talk about shit they don't even like listening to, because it's just fun to hear me talk about shit sometimes. Not everybody's like that, but if you're one of those people, make sure you like and subscribe to the other channel. Thank you, UK Claire, for going in and checking that out and subscribe. Appreciate it very, very much.
Appreciate it.
All right. I think that's it for me. Robin, do you have anything you want to close on?
No, just thank you for spending a little bit of your holiday weekend night here with us, and looking forward to seeing everybody over on the Beyond channel tomorrow.
Cool. And And Lulu binge watched my stuff, something that I did last night. So thank you very much. And Rochelle, it sounds like you successfully did get that file sent over to me. So thank you so much for sharing that. It means a lot. We had a nice gift that came in the mail from Foxy Rose. Is Foxy here? I asked about her earlier, but I haven't seen her. But I've been wanting to thank her personally on camera. If she happens to watch on replay, thank you very much for what you sent us. And I will try to look for you live so that when I see you next time, I can call you out that way. But if you happen to catch the replay and you stayed this late into the replay, God bless you. And thank you for watching all the way through to the end. Robin, thanks for holding down the fort. Amazing tribute. In fact, I want to play that tribute for Zana one more time on the way out. I'm gonna play that one more time. So let's see here. Video and there. All right, everybody, have a great evening. This is, again, tomorrow is Zana Kernodle's birthday, had she, of course, survived the tragic events of 1122 King Road residence. I'm going to take myself and Robin off screen, and we'll just play that out. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, on the show Brian channel with Sue from Revelation Tarot. If not, we'll see you here Monday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, this same time. Take it easy, everybody.
Good night.
Hey, Zana, this one's for your smile, for the way you make the whole room shine. Turn it up, let the good memories run. Tonight we're dancing in the sunlight. Hey, she had that sparkle, couldn't hide it, laughing loud, always lighting up the place. A little sunshine, wild and kind-hearted, the kind of soul you never could replace. She brought the fun when the day felt heavy, had a way of making ordinary glow. A friend like that becomes a forever song, the kind the heart already knows. So we won't only cry, we'll raise her name high with every laugh, every story, every smile. Zana, we're dancing in the sunlight, singing your name where the blue skies roll. You were joy, you were fire, you were Friday night, a beautiful heart with the golden soul. Zana, we feel you in the good times, and every bright star, every summer breeze. We'll celebrate the life you gave the world with happy hearts and dancing feet. She was coffee runs and inside jokes, photos taken just because. A little music, a little laughter, a whole lot of light, a whole lot of love. She had dreams, she had stories, she had magic in her eyes, and every memory keeps on blooming like flowers reaching for the sky. So play her favorite song, let the night sing along, because love like hers keeps moving on. Zana, we're dancing in the sunlight, singing your name where the blue skies roll. You were joy, you were fire, you were Friday night, a beautiful heart with the golden soul. Zana, we feel you in the good times, in every bright star, every summer breeze. We'll celebrate the life you gave the world with happy hearts and dancing feet. Let's remember the laughter, let's remember the glow, the little things she loved and the people she held close. Not